Weeaboo Nation, what the fuck is going on? So today I'm making this video, very special video. I still don't know where I am with what I'm going to make on this channel. Honestly, I'm kind of scared to make reactions at this point. Just imagine you worked on a channel for like 3 or 4 years and it gets deleted. Like, shit is traumatizing. So I don't know how I feel about making reactions at this point. I mean, I could make reactions, but they would be super edited down. It's basically about finding a good mix of if I want to actually do it or if I can make another type of video. Definitely want to go to some concerts when stuff is starting to open back up, but that's clearly going to be down the line. But today I did want to provide you guys with a video. So today I'm going to be talking about the top 10 bands I reacted to. Now, before you get all your knickers in a bunch, this isn't what I believe to be the best bands I ever reacted to, right? There's some bands on this list that I feel like there are some bands not on this list that are better than, but when I'm making this list, I'm going by impact for me. Impact for the channel, like just how much it did for me, how much I enjoyed it, how much I still listen to it, etc., etc. There are definitely bands that are not on this list that are better than bands on this list, but the impact just wasn't there for, like, not just for me, but what it did for the channel. And there are some bands that had a lot of impact but still isn't on this list because maybe they didn't click the more I listened to them, right? So I'm gonna get right into it. This is not in any particular order, because if I put it in order, y'all gonna go crazy. What? Blah, blah, blah. It's number 2. This is not in any particular order, so don't read into the ordering. I just generally just made 10 bands, or I didn't make 10 bands. Okay. I can't do that. Okay. It don't flow out your boy like that. So let's get right into it. The first band I have on this list should be pretty obvious. It is Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd. The Pink Floyd reactions are the Pink Floyd album reactions and the Pink Floyd individual reactions were the most viewed as a unit on the WeabooReacts channel. So that brought in a lot of new eyes. Not only that, those Pink Floyd streams are some of my favorite streams I've ever done, period. Even outside of music, like even including like the gaming streams I'll be doing, or like the random other streams I'll be doing. The Pink Floyd streams, when we were listening to the Pink Floyd albums, till this day are some of my favorite streams I've ever done, period. Having that live chat, having y'all in there listening to music with me, us vibing, us talking about the music. Maybe I'll bring back live streams, because I could just always delete live streams. So YouTube they don't really bitch. But the problem with live streams is sometimes YouTube will mute it, and that sucks. But I can get around that. That's not a problem. Yeah, man, the Pink Floyd streams were some of the best streams I've done. I love them. People always ask me to rank the Pink Floyd albums. I'm not gonna do it. Leave me alone. They all are good in their own way. I don't know, something about Pink Floyd I just enjoy. It just makes me feel good. It makes me feel sad sometimes, but that's music. It makes you feel, okay? You don't just listen to Pink Floyd, you experience Pink Floyd. And I said this when I was talking about Pink Floyd, and like I made a video just talking about how much I enjoyed like the Pink Floyd like reactions, that, you know, they hold a special place in your boy heart. So yeah, number 2 on this list, it's actually Trivium. I enjoy Trivium's music. They're on this list because they're actually the first show I ever went to, so they'll always have a special place in my heart. Everybody in that band is fucking cool as shit. I've met them. They are great. They make great music. They hold us, but they're like the first band to reach out to me and invite me to a show. And it was a great time. And it was like the first show I ever got to go to. I went with my friends. We had a great time. Got to meet some of you. That was the first time I got to meet some of you, because obviously a lot of y'all watch this and like the same music as me. So I got to meet some of you, and that was great. So you got to see me in my wild habitat out here with shirts and shit. I don't know. But yeah, trivia is always gonna hold a special place in my heart. Number 3 on this list, Steve started my obsession with listening to people play the guitar, just purely guitar. Obviously a master at his craft, can touch the guitar in ways that you should touch a woman or a man. Okay. He sensually touches his guitar. It's like that should be looking like sex. Okay. Steve Vai is fantastic. I still listen to For the Love of God. It's on my Spotify playlist. So sometimes I would just imagine I'll be driving and shit. I'll be like, and then Steve Vai just comes on and it's like, da, 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 da. I just like that shit slaps. Okay. Steve Vai is fantastic, right? Obviously, one of my favorite guitarists I've listened to. There's somebody on this list that I actually like a little more, just a little bit, just a smidget, who's also on this list, who is also a guitarist. I don't know. Try to guess before you watch the rest of the video. Guess who you think that is. A lot of you are probably gonna guess right. Okay. Number 4 on this list for me, Slipknot. Slipknot is the first band I ever reacted to on the WeabooReacts channel. They kickstarted me reacting to metal. Without Slipknot, there wouldn't be a WeabooReacts in the slightest. They started it all. It all started with Slipknot. There was a point where I was only reacting to Slipknot songs. So that is very early in the WeabooReacts timeline. And I mean, Slipknot, without Slipknot, there ain't the Weaboo. Okay. So shout out to Slipknot. Great music. So yeah. Number 5 on this list. This is the other guitarist I was talking about. So if you posted a guess, here's the answer. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Another set of videos that were some of my favorites. He has like, him and Steve Vai like have kind of like a different style, right? Steve Vai, for me, like they're both flashy, right? But Steve Vai kind of feels a more, I don't know how to explain because I'm not a guitarist, right? The feeling I get from Steve Vai is like, this is like some masterful shit. Like this is like a genius, right? When I listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan, it's more so like, damn, like it reminds me of like listening to music with my dad, right? Very soulsy, very bluesy, got a lot of oomph. Like it's very traditionally blues and soulsy, and I love it, right? I can relate to it a little bit more than the Steve Vai guitars, and that's not to say anything about Steve Vai guitar, because I'm sure he can do whatever the hell. But Stevie Ray's, like Vaughn's, like his guitar, like him playing, like I keep saying like because I'm trying to find the right words, but it's hard when you witness greatness. It's hard to put it into words, but it's very bluesy, very much my style. Great guitarist. I think he was a good vocalist too. A lot of people don't talk about the vocals; they just talk about the guitar. But he was a pretty good vocalist too. So Stevie Ray Vaughan had to go on this list. After Stevie Ray Vaughan, I have somebody who is known for being a vocalist, and that is Papadio. Dio had to go on this list. One of my favorite, if not my favorite vocalist of all time. Love listening to Dio sing. does a fantastic job. Makes fat. What can I say about Dio? Just he be hitting the high note, all that. Okay, Dio had to go on this list. It ain't a list if Weebie don't put Dio on it. Okay, next on this list we have Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden is like, when I was listening to the Iron Maiden songs, like I was very or their albums. I was critical as hell on their albums, right? Because y'all had hyped them up so much, I had to be critical and I wanted to be fair. Iron Maiden is probably the band I have consistently listened to the most after making reactions. So obviously I still listen to a lot of metal, and sometimes y'all send me like stuff to listen to and I won't make reactions to it, but I'll just listen to it. Because I mean, I'll just be sitting here, so why not? And Iron Maiden is the band I've listened to the most since I've stopped making reactions. Like, I went through and I really listened to some of the albums. And dude, and y'all know, I can't even, geez, we'll talk about that later. But Iron Maiden is the band I've listened to the most after the reactions. So I love Iron Maiden. Okay. So if you are an Iron Maiden fan, I think you'll be proud of me in my listening to of the Iron Maiden. So, fantastic, great, cool as shit to listen to. Like, I listen to Iron Maiden like when I'm doing anything. Like, I could be getting ready to go to bed and I'm listening to Iron Maiden. They slap. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Okay, Iron Maiden slaps. Next band on my list is actually Pantera. Pantera is when I'm feeling feisty. I'm feeling frisky. I listen to Pantera the most when I'm playing video games. If I'm playing there's another band on this list I listen to a lot when I'm playing video games too. But Pantera I listen to a lot when I'm playing games. Gets me hype, gets me in a mood. Like, it makes me want to fight, makes me want to be aggressive. Okay, Dimebag, come on, bro. We already know Papa Dimebag, Unc Dimebag, whatever you want to call him, slaps. I love listening to Pantera. Great band. Next on this list, number 9, Slayer. Okay, so I listen to Slayer. Slayer's the other band I listen to a lot when I'm playing games. Slayer is actually a band I listen to the most out of the big 4. So before it was Megadeth, was the band I listened to the most. I've always liked Slayer the most out of the 4. And now I just listen to Slayer the most. Like, Anthrax I rarely listen to. Our Anthrax song will pop up on my Spotify playlist every once in a while, and I think they're good. Megadeth, I don't listen to it as much. If a song pops up, I'll listen to it and I'll be like, okay, it slaps. Metallica pops up on my playlist a lot. A lot of times I skip the songs because I've heard them so much. But that's not to say they aren't good. It's just when I listen to Slayer, I get a different vibe than when I'm listening to the other 3. And like Slayer, like when I play a lot of fighting games. So when I'm playing fighting games, Slayer kind of slaps. Okay, it slaps. The last band on this list, and I know y'all been waiting, okay, because I know y'all I know damn well that Weeaboo did not make no fucking list and did not put Rush on it. You damn Skippy, I didn't make a list and not put Rush on it. Rush, arguably, right? Arguably, I would say no less than top 2. One of my favorite bands I've listened to on this channel. Rush is a journey. I love every album. Okay. I mean, it's Rush, baby. I don't know what you want me to say. You already know how I feel about Rush. It's an experience. I don't listen to Rush as often as I do when I was on the channel, because I feel like Rush is taken better in like a full album, right? Like if I'm gonna listen to Rush, I want to listen to the full album. I don't want to listen to individual songs. So I don't listen to a lot of full albums these days. But if I ever want to sit down and listen to a full album and vibe, Rush is my go-to. I love this band. They are great. One of the best bands of all time. And there wouldn't be a top 10 list that I could ever create without putting Rush on it. So those are the top 10 bands that I have personally reacted to. I still don't know the direction I want to go with this channel yet. I'm just not sure. I still I'm starting to, it's weird, but like I'm starting to kind of get my oomph again for making like metal videos. So before I was just like, no, hell no. And I think that was kind of like a lingering effect of my channel being deleted. I was like, damn, I worked 2 to 3 years, or 3 to 4 years on the channel just for it to get deleted. So I think that oomph is starting to come back. I think what also helped is that I have separate channels for separate things now. So I'll never feel like I'm in a box, right? I have different channels for different purposes. So I have a gaming channel. So you wouldn't ever see gaming videos on here. I have a channel where I just do like super creative types of funny videos. So you wouldn't see that on here. I think I've gotten to the point where organization is key. And I feel like I found a good balance for that. And it took years to get to, but I feel like I have. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this channel yet. We shall see. If you have ideas, I always read comments. Okay. I might not respond to everyone, but I read them. So let me know your top 10 bands of all time in the comment section, because I want to see what y'all top 10 bands are. I'm curious. I want to know of all time. Okay. Of all time, your top 10 bands. Okay. Don't be cheating, being like this band and this band for number one. No, sit down and make your list. I want to see your top 10. As always, I hope you're all having a great day, great night, great morning, great weekend, great afternoon. Right? This has been your Weeaboo leader. Weeaboo out.